Marks a very notable month in history, and we're excited to be with our friends from the University of Illinois. We have Tess here with the Department of Aerospace Engineering. We have Ron with the Department of African American Studies to fill us in a little bit. Ron, let's start with you. Tell us what this month means for the Tuskegee Airmen.
Well, I have a personal connection. I have a personal connection to the Tuskegee Airmen. My mother was a student at Tuskegee, and so I grew up age 5, 6, 7, going to campus with her and hearing about the Tuskegee Airmen and going by the airfield where they flew. And interestingly enough, I ended up here at the University of Illinois, and now I know the history of their origins and their relationship to Chinook and the history of not only black people in World War II, but also the history of aviation.
Wow, and so this month marks 81 years, is that correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. And Tess, tell us about this event and the way that the university is honoring this month.
Yeah, we're really excited. So the Department of Aerospace Engineering and the Department of African American Studies are collaborating to put on an event where we'll watch a video learning about the Tuskegee Airmen, the first black pilots who flew in World War II. And we'll have a wonderful set of panelists who will give us the context for this documentary. So we'll have people from the African American Studies Department, as well as pilots and the president of the Indianapolis chapter of the Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated. So we're really excited to hear from all of them.
Absolutely. And I just want to touch on, where are we right now? I mean, we're in a really, really neat space.
Yeah, so we're currently in one of the research laboratories, the Aerodynamics Research Laboratory for the Department of Aerospace Engineering, where our students do research to understand the future of aviation.
Wow, that's cool. And we're next to something really cool. Let's walk and talk so that we can take a look at it. But describe what is next to us as we go.
We have a large wind tunnel here, which can be used for seeing low-speed flight. So people here study distributed propulsion, thinking about the future of electric aircraft. So this is a large wind tunnel where we can study those kinds of future ideas about aviation.
I mean, it's amazing you put it in context when we're standing next to it on just how large this is. Now, Ron, let's hear from you on what value this screening will hold for students, and both for its impact on the past and its impact on the future.
Well, I think a couple of ways to look at that. One, in terms of we just finished Black History Month. And so to talk about the history of black pilots as a part of the history of air travel and the Air Force and the war and so on, I think is very important, especially for exposing young people to the exciting possibilities that's there. But I think it's important to look, beyond the airplanes and the technology to think about broader issues of history and inclusion and diversity. And so I think both of those things can be, embraced as a part of this kind of program.
Well, I'm sure this is going to be an event that's going to inspire a lot of futures in many different ways. Let's break down the registration process or how people can attend if they need to register, all those details.
Absolutely. So the event's taking place on Friday, March 25th at 6 p.m. At the National Center for Supercomputing Applications, which is a building at the University of Illinois. Registration is recommended but not required, so you are welcome to just come, and you can view the Double Victory documentary, which is about the victory over fascism and racism simultaneously. You can kind of Google the event to try to find out more and find the registration, or you can just come.
And who would you say this event is best fit for?
I think it's a great fit for anybody interested in the history of our country in terms of World War II, in terms of technology and engineering, in terms of race relations in the United States and the history of racism and desegregation. There's a lot of really interesting topics here that we'll discuss and cover, and we have two currently serving captains, pilots coming, so it's going to be really fun.
And you're going to be a moderator
I'll be a moderator,
okay.
Yeah. I'll be there to help bring them all out.
Most definitely. Well, there's so much to unpack here. We'll connect you with all the details on how you can make sure you come to this event on CILiving.tv.